So many things are ready about today. So many things are good to go. But yeah, so we tried to resize the cameras. Hopefully this will be a little bit better. Livibee's bleeding over a little bit. Let's see if we can stretch that. There we go. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this best of 7 show match. There's $300 on the line, but more importantly, 2 fantastic players in front of us. I don't think a lot of the girls in the scene get a lot of recognition, and I hope you guys will enjoy this show match as much as we do, because being friends with both of them, I've got to see them play, and I've also got to actually cast with them, and I love that they wanted to play something for us. So this was a request, by the way, by several of our subscribers after we had them do the TriCast with Zombie Grub for DreamHack, and we made it happen. So dear subs, I hope you're happy. But let's hop into this. Spawning here in the top left corner of Foxtrot Labs, picking the one map her opponent wishes she could have vetoed. It is the pink Zerg player, Livibee.
In the bottom right, as the blue Protoss, it's my Insanity's QueenE.
Alright, QueenE's also leading the series 1-0 if you're just tuning in. The score will always be found here at the very bottom of the screen, but I gotta tell you, like, the thing about QueenE, you know, we joke about the power of Protoss all the time, but that was one of those moments where I think you fully on embrace it. She went hard with it. She knew what was coming. She knew she had the plan from the get-go. You could tell from the small talk they had from before the game even started. But the thing is, and this isn't just like one instance where maybe there's a little bit of cheese. We see pros do that all the time. We see Koreans do that all the time. And 4 bases, or sorry, rather 4 gates off 2 bases. It's not fun to deal with for Zerg players. We did see Livibee prepare at the 3rd, and had the attack come at the 3rd, I think she would have held. But the problem was, she forgot about the opening at her natural. It happens, you're so focused on one base, you tunnel vision and forget the other, and QueenE capitalized on where the defenses weren't. Really smart choice out of her.
It is important to note that QueenE didn't do a standard 4-gate. You know, sometimes we'll talk about, are they going to do a 3-gate or a 4-gate?
Ooh.
Oh, Livibee's been really greedy here. Of course, she drones got it very early, so she knows she can do this. But what QueenE did was actually she cut workers, and of course didn't get that second gas that you almost always see, and so it attacked a lot sooner. But Livibee, I feel like, you know, I always say that I want to wait till the first game to see who I really want to call, even though legitimately I came into this thinking that QueenE was not the same rank as Livibee, like literally, like not in the Masters Division.
Oh,
but
no, yeah, they're both, she's Masters EU, man. That's like, this is a Grandmaster NA, am I right?
No, I mean, like, actual, like, 80, 60, 50.
Sorry, I thought you meant, like, thought she was a Masters. I was like, whoa.
But anyways, I feel like QueenE is, like, you know, obviously she's really prepared, like you said. She had that build, and it was a good build to use on the map, especially game number 1, very aggressive. And Livibee, I feel like, got, like, a little slapped, you know? Almost like, hey, wake up. Slap, you know? Like she thought that she was perfectly okay, and it was a severe miscalculation. So now she's time to wake up and actually show what she's made of.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting too, because there's 2 very dynamic aspects outside of this. I think the 2 people closest to each of these players, obviously Vibe for Livibee and Zervos for QueenE, both Grandmaster Zerg players in their own right, both fantastic players at the game, both players we've had in show matches and seen in tournaments before. So I'm wondering which of these 2 did more practice and which of them got like some coaching help. I do know that QueenE, for example, almost always has Zervos on her stream helping her out. But the one thing I'm a little surprised about with these spawn locations especially, QueenE's choice not to go for a speedling opener here. We've seen it happen too many times on Foxtrot in these horizontal spawns where Protoss players just can't deal with it.
It is, as you can see, guys, there's rocks blocking the immediate path to your 3rd, so any aggression whatsoever, that should be a shirt too, any aggression whatsoever is going to be, like, much harder to deal with. Now, of course, Zealots can be dealt with, whatever pops out of here, and Lings eventually will be fast enough, but I'm worried about, like, the Mothership Core getting a lot of unnecessary damage, because, you know, the other Queens are going to come down to hell. That's a pretty long walk for Queens.
Yeah, this one is kiting for its life, but it's
oh my god, QueenE totally Protossing it up.
6 gates! 6 gates!
And Livibee didn't scout last time. Will she scout this time?
There's no way she sees this pylon. There's no way she sees this pylon. That's what's the worst part about behind this.
Dude, oh my god, Livibee just needs to put a Ling in the front and she will see all the gateways. What?
It's disheartening to see this, but it kind of makes sense at the same time. You know, you're so focused on the defense, you have the zealots come at you. Why would you be able to spare a single link to go scout if you're busy thinking you need every bit of defense at home? This from QueenE, guys, by the way, works perfectly. We talk a lot about, you know, punishing greed, and that's exactly what she's doing. She scouts that Livibee not only takes a third, but takes it at a very nasty location. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'd say just give up this third. This third is so screwed. There's no way she breaks the rocks in time. This is like when I was playing Damned and the monster was coming. I had to open the door, but I couldn't, you know? Yeah, exactly. So sadly, the Spine Crawler is going to go down. These leads are looking for a way to fight, but the Roach Warren's on its way behind this, and Livibee might be able to hold on too, but that's not going to win her this game. This is the problem. So she is in a lot of trouble right now.
This lack of scouting hurts so much right now.
Yeah, yo, because the thing is, the Overlord's nestled right here. If it had just moved over a little sooner, it would have seen not one, but 3 gates, 5 gates on the front line, 6 gates.
Okay, besides that, if you just put your Overlord a little to the right in QueenE's main base, you will see the lack of a second gas there.
Oh, that's.
I mean, that's not always like an indication because they could have taken one at the natural, but at least that's something saying like, well, maybe I should check the natural. Thunk it.
Still, Spine Crawler's coming down. I'm liking the idea of the static defense. Just there's no roaches to assist with this. Lings don't cut up versus this many zealots. And the roaches are on the way, but it's only 6. This game number 2 looking to go in the favor of our Protoss player here.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Come on, Dad.
Livibee, wake up! I know she's better than this. I mean, she streams all the time, guys. If you want to see her, like, you know, on her moment, like, watch her stream. But this, you know, so far QueenE is just like bull rushing her, and she's like running away and tripping and stumbling and.
You know, here's the thing though, right? Like, taking away from a moment of this Showmatch series, all-ins in general are really hard to hold off. That's why everyone hates Protoss generically united, because their all-ins are some of the strongest. It's not fun dealing with this, and as you pointed out, like, scouting is going to be like the #1 thing to see this is coming. We swap to EU now. Chat channel. But no, the one thing I just caught me off guard the most was, you know, we've seen so many really talented Zerg players. Life, of course, comes to mind immediately. Just speedling all in that map every time. And those spawn locations especially, because the opening's wider than the other ones. So for QueenE, I applaud what she's doing here, but I kind of wish Livibee would adapt that mentality and play the more aggressive game here. But guys, we're going to play our first ad break.